I'm going to say that right now.
Okay.
It's showtime. Okay.
Showtime.
Good morning.
Morning.
And good evening.
How's it going? How's it going?
How's it going? It's going great. It's going really great. We're in a nice long weekend here.
Yes.
Memorial Day weekend.
Memorial Day.
Okay, and today we're going to talk about holidays in the U.S. So there's about 10 or so that are federal holidays, which means the government's closed and everyone gets a day off. So we have at least 10 days off from the year. And other days, it depends if on your religion or whatever the case may be. Mm-hmm. So today, our lesson is about a list of federal holidays. Okay? And Reese is going to go first, as always.
List of federal holidays.
Federal.
Federal.
Fed. Yeah, it's a D. Federal.
List of federal holidays.
Not of a. List of federal.
List of federal holidays.
Federal.
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 Good. Federal.
List of federal holidays.
Great. See, you did it. Okay, what's the first one? What's the first holiday of the year?
New Year's Day.
New Year's Day.
January 1st.
First or January 1.
January 1st, 2020.
Okay, so these dates are for this year, but just a note that some of these holidays fall on different days. Okay, so it'll fall like Memorial Day. Okay, it falls on a Monday. Okay, it's typically always a Monday, but the date will be different. Okay, so what's the next one?
Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Okay, which is?
January 2020.
Okay, this year. Okay, so the number 2 is Martin Luther King Jr. Day. It's a holiday, which is this year fell on January 20th or January 2020. Okay, what's the next one?
George Washington's birthday, February 17, 2020.
Okay, George Washington's birthday, February 17, 2020. Okay, a little note about this month, okay, February. Sometimes it's pronounced February, and sometimes it's pronounced February. February is how it's spelled and generally how it's pronounced. February. Even quickly, February.
What do you say?
But some people will pronounce it February. Mm-hmm. Okay? They're both okay, but February is probably the better way to pronounce it. But if you say it quickly, you barely hear it. So February. Okay. Mm. All right. Yeah, dumplings are great in the morning. Okay. All right. And for lunch and for dinner, they're great too. Jiaozi. Yeah, good stuff. Okay, so what's number 4?
Memorial. No. Memorial.
Break it down. Memorial. Memorial. We didn't put the stressors in. Memorial Day. Okay. So
next week Monday.
Memorial Day. Okay.
May 25, 2020.
Mm-hmm. May 25th, 2020. Okay. All right.
Independence Day.
Okay.
July 4.
No.
July 4, 2020.
Independence Day, July 4, 2020, July 4th. It's also known as the 4th in America. What are you doing for the 4th? Which is usually the weekend. Okay, same thing with Memorial Day. Okay, so it falls on a Monday, so everyone takes the whole weekend off, which is almost what we're going to do. Okay, so typically we would take Sundays off. We're going to take Memorial Day off Monday, so we'll have 2 days in a row. So next show will be Tuesday, the 26th. Okay, all right. Okay, let's go again. So list of federal holidays.
List of federal holidays.
Okay, these are tricky words. Okay, all right. New Year's Day, January 1st, 2020.
New Year's Day, January 1st, 2020.
Great. Martin Luther King Jr. Day, January 20, 2020.
Martin Luther King.
Luther King Jr. King Jr.
Day. January 2020.
Some people just call it Martin Luther King Day or MLK. They'll use the first letter, so they'll do MLK Day. MLK Day. Okay. And George Washington, or they won't use the first name. They'll just say Washington's birthday. Okay. It's also like President's Day too, but George Washington's birthday. Okay. George. Not Georgie. George. Just put, yeah, good. George. Washington's
Day.
Birthday. Yeah, George Washington. George Washington's birthday. So this is a very small, the sound at the end of George gets very small. George. You don't want to pronounce it too, it's not strict. George. Okay, you start out strong. George. Okay, George Washington's, possessive, because it's his birthday. Okay, George Washington's birthday, February 17, or 17th, 2020. Okay, what's next is where we're at now. Memorial Day. Go ahead.
Memorial Day.
Good. Memorial Day, May 25th, 2020. Usually it's called Memorial Day weekend. Okay. Same thing with the next one, Independence Day, July 4th, 2020. Go ahead.
Independence Day.
The Independence.
Independence Day.
Independence.
Independence.
No, independence.
Independence Day.
Okay, independence.
Independence.
Break
Day.
it down. Okay.
Independence Day.
Good. Independence Day.
Independence Day.
Okay. If you talk fast, that's fine. And the longer words, you can just say them slower. Break them down. Independence. February. Okay. All right. So Independence Day, July 4th, 2020, also known as the 4th or 4th of July. Okay. And it's usually the weekend. Okay. So Memorial Day is the weekend. It's also what's called the unofficial start of summer. Even though where the planets are, it's June. I think June 21st is the end of spring and the beginning of summer. But Memorial Day weekend is when their mindset is summer. Summer's here.
Summer's here.
Summer's here. Yeah, it's like unofficial. Okay.
Official.
Right. But everyone in everyone's mind, they're like, yeah, summer's here. Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Memorial Day.
Yeah. There's also some other days, like in June. There's Flag Day. I think is June 14th. That's the Flag Day. It's the day of in the United States, the day of our flag. There's lots of other holidays, but it's not a federal holiday. You don't get that day off. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's go again. The list of federal holidays. Okay. List of federal holidays in the United States. Okay. New Year's Day. That's January 1st. Always. Okay. 2020. Okay. Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Okay. January 20th, 2020. This year.
20th.
Yeah. So, but it always falls on a different day. So it'll be a different date. Okay. It'll be a different date every year, usually. George Washington's birthday, February 17th, 2020.
There's no change.
Yeah, that does change. Yeah, it does. Okay. Because what they try to do in America is they'll put it together with a weekend if it's close. So they'll, like Memorial Day they'll put it, Memorial Day is typically always on a Monday. Okay. And Independence Day sometimes falls in the middle of the week, like on a Wednesday or a Thursday. But everyone just takes that whole weekend off. Just wipe it all out. No work. Okay. Just vacation fun. Okay. If you can. All right. So Memorial Day, May 25th, 2020. Independence Day, July 4th, 2020. Okay. Any questions about some of these difficult words like federal and January and February? Okay. And Martin Luther King Jr. Or George. Any questions about these words? Because they are difficult. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So we're gonna make one more pass here. Okay. List of federal holidays. Okay. New Year's Day, January 1st, 2020. Okay. Martin Luther King Jr. Day, it's a mouthful, January 20th, 2020. And the next one is George Washington's birthday, February 17th, 2020. Okay. I'm gonna answer your question in a second. Okay. Memorial Day, May 25th, 2020. And everyone's favorite, Independence Day, July 4th, 2020. Okay. Or 4th of July, the 4th. Okay. Also known as. All right. So someone's asking a question, why JR? What does that mean? Okay. So when the male in a family, the first child, the father's name is the same, okay, and they name a son after themselves, that son is called Junior. Okay. So Martin Luther King Jr., his father was named Martin Luther King.
Oh, this father famous. Martin
Luther King Jr. is the famous man.
His father is king.
His father's name was King. He wasn't a king. His father's name was King. He wasn't a king. That's just the family name, King.
King.
Yes. Martin Luther King Jr. was the man who helped start the civil rights movement in the United States, the rights of the people. Okay, that all men are and all people are created equal. Okay, so that's what junior means. Junior means that his father had the same name. Okay, so when you have a son, if you're going to give the son the same name as the father, that's junior. Now, if that son has a son and wants to name him his name or his father's name, it would be called Martin Luther King the Third.
Yeah.
And the fourth and the fifth. What?
那个your son 就 Chris Junior.
Yeah, it was Chris Jr. Yeah, or Junior.
Just Junior.
Yeah, Junior. Yeah, Christopher. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Chris Jr. Yeah.
No,
Junior.
no first name for her son.
Yeah, the same name. Yeah, with the same first name, same last name.
Oh.
Okay. The surname is the family name, King. Okay.
Uh-huh.
The given name is your first name.
It's father name, just the first name.
The first name, but the family name is called the surname. Okay. Okay. And in Asia, it's flipped. They put the family name first and then the given name. Okay. All right. So we have Memorial Day for what? Okay. Memorial Day is to commemorate, to remember, which is a memory, memorial. That's the root word of memorial, memory. Okay. To remember. Okay. Those who have died, or those who are dead in the service, right? In the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, the Marines, the Coast Guard. Okay. That's to remember them. Okay. Veterans Day, which is in November, Veterans Day is to remember all veterans, living or dead. Okay. So the people, the men and women who are in the service, when you leave the service, you become a veteran. If you're in the Army and you're done with the Army, you're a veteran, always, for the rest of your life, okay? In any country, okay? Not just America. So in America, we honor those who have died, who were in the service, who have died on Memorial Day. So, like, for instance, here in Washington, D.C., we have Arlington National Memorial, okay, which is where it's a grave site where heroes and special people are buried and can be honored. It's like a very special spot for the nation. Okay. I have another question. Okay, why? Okay, so someone's asking father name and son name. Why use the same name? Well, I think this comes from royalty, like say in England. Okay, so you've got King Henry, King Richard. You know, they have the first, the second, the third, the fourth. They want to carry the name. And if the father has status or is a big person, you know, socially or politically, then they want to give the son the same name to help the son to carry on the family tradition. So that's to answer your question. That's why you give your son your name, and he's called Junior. Okay, so that puts a lot of pressure on the child, okay, to become like the father. And then on and on and on and on. It's like, oh, my dad was a very big man, so I have to be big too. So that's generally how it goes. That's one of the reasons why, I think. So, all right, so let's make another pass here. All right, so this is a list of federal holidays. Okay, so New Year's Day, it's the start of the new year. So everybody gets the day off. Okay, it's a new year, new beginnings. Okay. All right, Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Just pronounce it pass.
Okay, all right, okay.
Follow your next self.
Okay, list of federal holidays. Everybody follow along. List of federal holidays.
List of federal holidays.
New Year's Day, January 1, 2020.
New Year's Day, January 1st, 2020.
Martin Luther King Jr. Day, January 20, 2020.
Martin Luther King Jr. Day,
Yeah.
January 20th, 2020.
Good. George Washington's birthday, February 17, 2020.
January, Washington's.
No, not January.
Sorry.
It's okay.
George Washington's birthday, February 17th, 2020.
Perfect. 100%. Memorial Day, May 25th, 2020.
Memorial Day.
No, Memorial. There's no S.
Memorial Day, May 25th, 2020.
Great. Independence Day, July 4th, 2020.
Independence Day, July 4th, 2020.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. Any more questions?
You just
Okay.
okay.
All right. One more time. Reese wants me to go one more time. Okay. List of federal holidays. New Year's Day, January 1st, 2020. Okay. Martin Luther King Jr. Day, January 20, 2020. George Washington's birthday, February 17th, 2020. Memorial Day, May 25th, 2020. And lastly, Independence Day, July 4th, 2020. Okay, any questions? Okay, next, okay, so we're taking 2 days off, and we'll see you next time after the holiday. So please, which would be Tuesday, Tuesday morning or Tuesday evening. Okay, thank you so much for your support, and hope you're learning. And we'll just we'll finish out the rest of the holidays, or maybe we'll have something in between. Who knows? Surprises are best. Thank you so much. Stay home if you can, and please be safe. This is no joke. Take care. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks.
Enjoying your weekend.
Enjoy your weekend. Have fun.